What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're doing some online gameplay, something I love to do on the channel. Haven't done as much of it lately in the last few months with the hype of career mode, but we are back with some open lobbies with you guys. If you want to get involved, as always, Twitter, link in the description. I'll tweet out when I go live with an open lobby, and you guys can get involved. So first off, we're kicking things off with a 5-lap race around the Bahrain Grand Prix. Race is underway, and it's an amazing start, getting the Ferrari off the line, and we're going to get the Red Bull on the left-hand side as well. So I can get good starts when it's not stupidly unrealistic AI. But as always, getting a good start is illegal on this channel, and I got punished subsequently, not once, but twice, as if my luck couldn't be any worse. I got pinballed between about 5 drivers at turn 1, and then I don't even know what that contact was. That's full damage. That's not simulation, just full damage. So I thought, okay, let's calm down this rowdy lot and make the race longer so no one has to go yeeting into turn 1. You've now got double or triple the race distance, so hopefully we can have some good racing. And in the past, I've found that 25% races are the sweet spot when it comes to doing open lobby races. And I'm going to do more of these. I love doing open lobby 25% races. It allows the strategy to play out a whole lot more. If you get damage, you can make a pit stop. Everyone has to make a pit stop usually. And you can usually make good recovery drives. So let's see how we go. Canadian Grand Prix, we've loaded the golden USA setup. Altering the wings because this is a low downforce track. It's a 3.6. Playing around with the camber. Basically, I've loaded the golden USA setup, but I've made it a bronze setup by changing pretty much everything. That's the way it goes. 5 red lights. And for the first proper race on the channel, we are underway. 1,100 videos. And this is the first proper race we're ever having. Yeah, that makes complete sense. All the other videos you've seen on my channel don't count. This is the one. This is the one. Not really. This is, well, we'll see what happens. Safety car has been deployed already. I've done dozens of career mode races. Safety car never comes out. And yet we do one online little race and safety car comes out straight away. So, quite clearly there's something wrong with my career mode save as we get a 5-second time penalty for getting rammed up the butt. Trying not to get illegal overtake penalties. And AlphaTauri decides it doesn't want to be in the race anymore. Thank you for the position. P17. Don't even know where we started. It was towards the back. We're still in this race, so that's all that matters. Yeah, this is the nightmare of the modern Formula 1 game. It's illegal overtake galore, and nobody wants to overtake each other. It's basically Monza 2019 qualifying reenacted in the race. It's pretty ridiculous. This really needs to get patched. It's just silly, absolutely silly how everyone can't overtake each other. If someone accidentally gets in front of the other person, then both parties get an illegal overtake, and yeah, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. We're coming in. We're putting on the medium compound tires. We're going to do we're going to plan to do the rest of the race on this tire, and hopefully we can do so without any damage. We're serving the 5-second stop-go penalty for getting rammed up the butt, ghosting through that car. That was lucky. Otherwise, we would have been trapped in that pit lane and my teammate would have lost even more time. But we're checking the race director. Top 4 haven't made a pit stop. So effectively, we are 5th place in this Canadian Grand Prix. Not a bad, I don't know, position to be rejoining this race from, because we were P17 before the safety car came out. Making a pit stop, serving a stop-go, and we've gained positions. How does that work? I don't know, but I will take it. Safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. We were about half a lap behind the safety car. Thankfully, it's going very, very slowly, and we should just about be able to rejoin on the back of the queue. But, yeah, I think we've timed this to absolute perfection, because the race leaders have been following the safety car around for a few laps now. Their tyres will be cold. I've been driving around at full pace, and I've just caught up to the queue now, so my tyres will be warm. So, yeah, let's see what we can do up against the race leaders who are on their old, I'd say old, soft compound tyres. They've only been on them for 3 laps, and they didn't do qualifying on them either, so they should be still pretty pacey. However, cold tyres, which might play into our favour. We're underway once again with this race. 14 laps to go, and we're going to see if we can win this race from behind with a bit of adversity. We like to make things difficult for ourselves on the Tiametmarduk channel. You can see the Haas going a little bit slowly down the apex. Not exactly sure what he's doing there, but we get the measure of him. I think he's got damage, or he's playing on a keyboard. He's got some kind of problem which is holding him back in this race. Regardless, Renault runs wide at the hairpin. Bit of contact made there. Just met in the middle, basically. Don't know what else to say. I'm a YouTuber and I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless. More cars coming in to the pit lane at the end of this lap. Fast laps are going off like crazy. We get the better run compared to the Mercedes. Out of the wall of champions and down into turn 1. Could have had a little look at the racing point there, but thought better of it. Nearly got drilled by the Mercedes, who we just overtook. But it's close quarters racing at this early stage of the Canadian Grand Prix. We gapped the Mercedes a little bit. Not a great run through the opening few corners, and now we've got our sights set after these next group of cars. This racing point is acting very weirdly, not really positioning his car in places that he should be. We've got his position anyway, and we're now up in a P4. Next up is Buzz Lightyear. Cool. He went to infinity and beyond, round the outside of the lagging Alfa Romeo driver, and we are through now. Onto the podium now. The 2 cars in the lead here on soft compound tyres. They need to make another stop in this race. So effectively, we lead this race. We now lead this race with the fastest lap being set by us. Thank you very much. This Ferrari has damage. Damage do you have, Ben? It's been a while since I've heard that. Not really. Literally in every single comment section of every video ever. Lap 7, and we're really settling into our groove now. Catching up to the race leader. Setting a couple of fast laps on our way, but this first stint of his is got to come to an end. Surely those tyres are not going to be feeling great at the back end of this race. He's really not leaving a lot of time to run onto the medium compounded tyre. Maybe he's waiting for a safety car to bail him out, but you can see he's trying to break the slipstream, break the toe. Is he going to pull in? Yes, he is. He doesn't want to have the embarrassment of being overtaken by a guy on harder compounded tyres, and he is in. We lead this race now, and by quite a considerable margin. 17 seconds is the gap. And, yeah, we're just going to bring it home now, essentially. As you can see, putting in the laps, trying to lap decently, trying to get close to my fastest lap, but the tyre wear wasn't great. And I didn't actually have much battery to play with either. So that was the race, essentially. We win by the best part of 20-25 seconds, once you account for penalties, which we're on in this race. Strict corner cutting rules. Driver of the day. Doesn't get any better than that. Especially with a cheesy Daniel Ricciardo flex of the muscles celebration. Just like he did here in his very first win in 2014. There we go. We win. We didn't have any penalties against our name, so take that, haters. I can avoid corner cutting sometimes if I try. But now we move on to the showpiece of the video. This is the second race we did, Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and hence the title of the video. There's a VSC which really screws up a lot of people's races here, and you'll find out why. But yeah, we're starting down the order again. Yep, the game hates me. Or maybe I hate myself for putting myself back here. But regardless, try to go on the medium compound tyre to start the race. Didn't get my wish, so we're starting on the soft tier. In P16, 5 red lights, and we are not underway. Anti-stall. It's broken. It's certainly broken for that Ferrari. Goodbye. So, not a great start. Wasn't really intending to start very well. I knew it was going to be a bit of a calamity down at turn 1. Safety cars often come out in 25% races, and we have another one. VSC has been deployed. Buzz Lightyear is exploring the outer edges of the galaxy there by the barrier. Don't know what he's doing there. He's rejoined on the circuit, and he's probably going to look to cause some carnage with that lack of front wing. So, VSC deployed. I don't have any damage. VSC is ending already, so that was a quick one. So we're going to get underway once again with green flag running. There's a pack right up the road who are... Oh my god, there's been a ginormous crash on the VSC ending. It's caused massive confusion, and we've gained about 10 spots there, but 2 of them were illegal, as it was under yellow flags, apparently. But, yeah, we give up the places, we collide with the Mercedes, we cut the corner, rejoin a P11, no damage. Somehow, we're still intact in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. What a start it's been. We're only halfway through the lap. And that is all that's more action than what we saw in the Canada race. The Canadian Grand Prix. Look it up. It's the best race of the season. Mercedes dive bombs the Renault. Easy positions for us. Inside the top 8. Oh my goodness. That was nearly a Nico Rosberg and Narain Karthikeyan moment into that corner. Mobile chicane in the AlphaTauri. Not really sure what he's doing. Can't hit an apex to save his life. And we are through now for P7. That amount of action, drama, was just in one lap was more than what we just had in the previous race in Canada. So here's the VSC ending. There was kerfuffling going up ahead for P2. Someone wasn't moving. And then everyone is slowed. I've overtaken about 15 cars under yellow flag and only had to give 2 of them back. Thanks to the stewards falling asleep, I guess. But, yeah, this was a crazy, crazy moment. Look out for me in the background. I'm the McLaren right at the back. I'm weaving in and out of traffic like a madman on Need for Speed, trying to get away from the cops. It's, yeah, I couldn't believe that. Honestly couldn't believe that. We went from last to, like, P8 or something ridiculous like that. And that reminds me of the safety car restart that Arab had back on F1 2016, this community race. Arab overtook about 5 cars on a safety car restart and got away with it, basically. Got into the lead, I believe. What a video that was. I might link it down in the description, and then that's the replay again of the Rosberg Karthikeyan reenactment. Yeah, we got through in the end. Again, another replay of him shoving out the Renault, and we're through into the top 7. So there we go. That was our... Oh my goodness, everyone running wide at the last corner. So I'd imagine a lot of people have some damage here. That's the beauty of... I like to run full damage lobbies. It makes everyone calm down and not go for silly dive bombs. But as you can tell, no one has really heeded that advice, and they're just going full send. And as such, we've got a lot of people who took a little excursion through the pit lane for a change of front wing. Anyway, we find ourselves in the top 6. Got a bit of track position now. We somehow don't have damage, despite all the adventures of the first lap. And now we're looking to win this race once again. That's going to be the aim. Fastest lap being set there by Mazda, 1 minute 40.6. It's happy hour as everyone else is going faster as well. Out of the final corner, up to the line. And we do a 36.4. Not bad at all. Next up is the Renault. It's got a cheeky lag indicator, which means stay the hell away from him. Otherwise, you will be entering Mr. Super GT's Shadow Realm. Trying to get a nice punchy run out of the hairpin. Sacrificing that corner so I can get a nice exit. And it's not really worked out too well. We've got the DRS. We're up in a rich and overtake. But this guy must be running pretty low wings. I'm running 4.7. He must be running like 3.6 or 2.7. Maybe even 1.7 would probably be a good configuration around here. We get the position, and we are now up into the top 5 now as he has a little bit of a moment on the curb. And we are going to set off to the top 4 now. Our teammate is up next. I think he's got damage. We're catching him at a vast rate of knots, but there's a tasty little battle pack that's emerging here. The Red Bull has been spun out by the other Red Bull in P2, and that is rather unfortunate as the Red Bull himself runs wide, gives up the position to my teammate, and now it's going to be a McLaren 2-3 double podium prospect looking likely in this race. So let's see what we can do from here. Obviously, amazing start to go from last to P3 in only 3.5 laps. And, you know, the race leader isn't a million miles away. So we can definitely work with this for the rest of the Grand Prix. In the slipstream, my teammate getting DRS as well, making sure the engine is nice and cool. The only thing we don't have going for us at this stage is the ERS, the battery That's pretty darn low. 15% at this stage. Maybe the others are struggling with that as well, as they don't really look like they've got the pace to break outside of 1 second at this stage. A lot of lagging going on. Not sure what's going on. We go around the outside of our teammate. Maybe it's me. Maybe I've somehow brought my internet connection from Australia. I've got my lag, ping, switch, brought it over, flicking it on and off very fast, and it's messing with the lobby. Could be exactly what's happening here. It's me versus Tim. Tim being my racing chair from the live streams and lockdown days. So it's me versus Tim. Who will be the greater member of the channel? Looks like it's me. Goodbye, chair. I don't need you. I can race standing up. I can get a pad out. What can you do? You don't even have arms. Actually, it does have arms. It has retractable arms. Damn you, Tim. You're not very fast, though. I've got him anyway. He's actually... Oh, I say he's not very fast. He's got the switchback here. He allowed me to take the lead with DRS on the first straight, and then knowing full well he'd get DRS on the second straight gets me right back. For an armchair, for a gaming chair, your little play seat, you're pretty smart, old Tim. So, me versus the chair. 1v1. Going defensive into the hotel section. Do we go for a dive? He thought I was. Fluffed up the corner completely, and now we have the ascendancy going into the hotel section. Up the inside. Oh my goodness, that's close. Tim is a worthy opponent, it seems, as he still has the lead of the race. This is very large amounts of squabbling, which I do not like. It's invited my teammate back into the party, who looks like he's getting a bit racy on me. Going to go around the outside into the first corner. Pit window is now open. My teammate will have that message, meaning that it's probably going to be a race to the pit lane to see who can get in there first. I probably will want to do the overcut, actually, and have fresher tyres for the rest of the race. So we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. One lap around this place is a long time in racing. We could completely DNF out of this race. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But regardless, let's see and wait for it all to play out. Running down in standard and in lean briefly on this straight. I was waiting for the DRS on the second straight because of what happened last time with Tim. And my patience has actually cost me as my teammate has now got through. And he's going to have a clear shot at Tim. But I've saved up a bit of my ERS, and we're going to punch right back at our teammate. Back up into P2. Unfortunately, Tim has got away. He was in AI mode, unpauses, wasn't ready for the braking zone, overshoots, cuts the corner. That's a penalty probably. And now, he is under pressure. He is massively under pressure in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Don't know what wheel he's using when I'm using up the only wheel in this household. Right, enough of the chair jokes. He goes defensive into the penultimate corner, around the outside, and there we go. We are into the lead. He pits. So does my teammate. The undercuts are coming out here in this race, and we're going to see if we can flex the muscles with our longevity, with our consistency. We're going to stay out another lap. We're not coming in on the next one. We're waiting 2 laps, essentially, before switching onto the medium. I think my pace is pretty good. I was running qualifying laps, or the best laps I possibly could. Gap is 20 seconds, and that is about the delta of what a pit stop will take around here in Abu Dhabi. So it's going to be awfully close on the pit exit. We'll need to make sure that we get a good stop here from the McLaren boys. Hopefully there's no favoritism towards the other teammates. 2.6 is okay, but ideally we want to have a low 2-second stop, or even 1 second, getting into Marduk Motorsport territory of pit stops. But out we go onto the racetrack once more. There comes the race leaders. Tim has taken the lead of the race. We rejoin on the circuit. It's side by side, and he just rejoins in the lead. I was in the wrong MFD menu, trying to frantically switch up to rich, but instead I was flicking up the incoming downforce trim level. So that was a bit of a blunder on my part, but I don't think it cost me the lead in the end anyway. We will have DRS and slipstream on this first back straight, but remember, we want to save that overtake for the second straight so that Tim can't come back at us. So that's exactly what we're doing. Thankfully, our teammate isn't close enough to overtake us, and now we have a clear shot at the race leader for the first time in this race. Up in a rich and overtake. There's nothing Tim can do. He's a sitting duck. He's a sitting chair. Nice. Very late under brakes into the triple chicane. Nearly threw it in way too deep. Nearly boulder wide. And in the end, got the track position. Now we're in clear air. We've broken outside of 1 second. And this race is now ours, surely. We are catching up to some lap cars, though. And I believe I've turned off ghosting. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Ghosting is turned off, which means that if we do catch up to lap cars, it can be tricky if they're not, well, if they don't cooperate, I suppose. Through the final corner, Buzz Lightyear gets out of the way. Thank you very much. Up in a rich. And that is the fast lap of the Grand Prix. Thank you very much. That was the race. In the end, Tim made a mistake. Not sure what happened. But he dropped down to P4. We've now caught up to some more lap traffic. Don't know what these guys are playing at. They must be on a 3 or 4 stop strategy. Like the old Pirelli tyre days. We go up the inside of the lap car. Guess he finally let me through in the end. It's hard to tell if they're letting me go through or whether that was a genuine mistake. But either way, it is victory here in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Last to first in both races. Not a bad day in the office. Show me all of the fireworks. Driver of the day. P1, fastest lap. Doesn't get much better than that. Time to start playing some F1 esports. No, don't put me up against F1 esports drivers. I will get absolutely mugged. Left to right and center. I'm so rusty at this game. You wouldn't believe it. I'm actually really rusty. I did the F1 esports qualifier event like a week or two ago. Rubbish. Got beaten by Alex Gillen. That's how washed up I am. So, at some point, I want to get back into league racing. But I don't feel like I'm there just yet. Do not let this video fool you. I am not an amazing player at this game. Not even close. But there we go. I'll take it. Pretty measured drive. Made all the right decisions. Kept out of trouble. No penalties in either race, which is pretty tough in strict corner cutting rules. But there we go. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you need to see plenty more racing game content. And if you want to get involved, Twitter is the place to be. Link in the description. Go follow me. And you guys can get involved in these lobbies when they happen. But that's it from me today. Hopefully you guys enjoy the online videos. I certainly do. You just can't, you can never predict what will happen in an online video. And that's what I love about it. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.
Caution, the safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive. Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.